the electoral math the Republican Party is up against. I want us to understand the dimensions of the problem we face that cost us the presidency in 2012. Romney sort of had it right when he said 47% of the electorate is going to vote against me. I have to win everybody else that's left. But he was wrong in his conclusion that you have to win everybody else, that you can't go into that 47% and get a bunch of their votes. But let's understand the dimensions of the problem. We'll do a little math here. Take out a pen and pencil if you feel like it. African Americans cast 13% of the vote last time, 12 for Obama, 1 for Romney. Latinos will cast the next time, and pretty much did this time, also 13% of the vote, 9 for Obama, 3 for Romney. Single women, unmarried white women, cast 20% of the vote, 14 for Obama, 6 for Romney. And there's no accurate statement of how many gays there are in the country, but the estimates that look the soundest to me are 4%, and that would have gone probably 3 for Obama and 1 for Romney. So when you put that together and you add it up, you have some very, very depressing math. You have the Romney vote at 11 and the Obama vote at 38, with 49% of the electorate falling into those groups. So before we count a single vote of anyone who is a white male, who's not gay, or anyone who is a married white woman, but who is not gay, before we count any of their votes, we're down 38 to 11. We have to win the remaining half of the country by 40 to 11 to be able to tie the election. And that's almost an impossible task. So what Obama has done is, rather than have people rally around his central message, his central program, health care, the higher taxes, go after the rich, regulate business, climate change, all of his initiatives, what he's done is gone to each of these separate, disparate interest groups and turned them against the Republican Party, largely by scaring them to death, and gotten their votes. And that really is at core his electoral and his political strategy. And the Republican Party is playing right into it by the way we're presenting our positions, the way we're talking about them, and the way we're pushing them. Now, in my next video tomorrow, I'll talk about how we can counter this Obama reign of terror and convince Latinos that we're not going to throw them all out of the country, and convince single women that we're not going to take away their fundamental birth control and other rights, and convince Americans to vote on the basis of what they should be voting on, which is more spending versus less, more debt versus less, more government versus less, the core principles which the Republican Party wins over. Thanks a lot. Now, this week I've been talking about this book called The Obamacare Survival Guide, and it's on my website. You can buy it through it. And it is really a user guide to how do you survive Obamacare. How do you tell the difference between the various policies? Can you take advantage of the increased Medicaid eligibility? What do you face if you're a member of a Medicare Advantage plan? How can you get around the decisions about the health rationing that Obamacare is going to do? And this is not a political book. It's not for or against it. It's splendidly impartial. It's a user's guide. It's a how-to guide. So this isn't part of politics. This isn't even part of citizenship. It's part of having a human body and needing to keep it together under this messed up healthcare system he's giving us. Thanks a lot.